Right, we are live. Hey guys, how's it going? Welcome back to the Kiwi Lads channel. We are back for another match of the Sevens. This one is a playoff to determine who gets to stay in Division 2 for the World Sevens Circuit. Looking through the starting lineups, it is Warren Solomona for the Samoans alongside Fa'afoi Falaniko, Vauvasa Afasua, Motu Opitai, Tuilolo, Savanea, and also Owen Nue. In terms of this Germany starting lineup, it is Nicholas Koch, also Umekiri, hopefully I said that correctly, Hufnagel, Eneki, Max Roddick, Ume, and also Glitzer. I believe that was 7, but we are right into this match. We have had hardly any breaks in between these live streams, so we're pretty much just back to back to back, and Germany kicked this one off to get us underway for another playoff match. Whoever wins this is in second division. Whoever loses will be in third. And Germany, they've been on the cusp of some great wins in the past, and now they're looking to push the Samoans, but they want their spot back on the circuit. That is an accidental knockdown from the Samoan. So they will have the option of either the line out here or the scrum for Germany. And come on, Samoa, says Anonym. If South Africa wins the final, that will be 2024-25 chance. That is correct. And also, please, someone write a comment. I don't want to be first. Well, Raptor beat you to it. In that case, Bruce. Like I said, plenty of games just around the corner that we are going to be covering on the channel. So anyone who is new, of course, be sure to leave a like and subscribe. We have got the 7 circuit next year that we will also be covering. Ball going to be fed in now for Germany. Going off to this right-hand side and looking to shift it across about 22 metres out from the line. And the thing is, Germany, like I said, they've got a few really handy players in there. That's going to be another penalty going against Samoa, this time for offside. So that is the last thing that the Samoans will want, but they haven't even been inside of Germany territory as of yet. It looks like Germany again are opting for the scrum. Felix Hufnagel, a very capable player in the forward pack. They've got some real tall, solid built forwards here for Germany. Chris Ume as well. To be put in for the German scrum. Going off to this side. McQuady. Tackle backwards. Back across now to the right-hand side. Samoa at the moment just defending, but eventually they will get the ball back, and that is when the Samoan team can be dangerous. Beautiful ball off on the inside. Koch with the inside pass. Going off to 15 metres out. Another pass out wide. Seems very close for Germany to be able to break through. Koch goes on the inside again. Roddick wrestled down by Samoa. Fa'afoi Falaniko in off his feet, but no penalty awarded for the Germans. Ume going with another pass over the top. That's going to be, is it a deliberate knockdown? It's still going to be play on anyway. And now double blow the whistle. It will be a yellow card for Samoa. They tried to go for the interception. It has backfired big time here. It's not what the Samoans needed, that is for sure. At the moment, Samoa just don't seem to be able to get out of their own 22. This has been territory, pretty much territory 101 here for Germany. They've had 95% of it trying to get it, and it just goes forward off the hand of Alofipo. Or at least I thought it was Alofipo. Yeah, it was, but he's not in the starting lineup, so I'm not too sure what happened. There may be a bit of a late change for the Samoans, but Koch will go off to this right-hand side here for Germany. But the thing is, they've had so much time inside of Samoa's 22. If they do not score, I feel like that is a little bit of a hit to the... Oh, I'll tell you what, they're going through anyway. I was going to say a hit to the confidence, but they have now scored the try for the Germans. And as Antoine Gletska does manage to score it, get some electrolytes in between phases as well. Having the man advantage, Samoa up against it. I wonder whether or not there is enough left in the gas tank to be able to get that comeback win. Nice try, says Original Kid. And the kick has gone over too, making the score 7-0 in favour of Germany. 3.5 minutes gone. Once again, they are going to be kicking this one into Samoa's half. Do not put up a poll. It didn't pop up for me. See, no poll whatsoever on this one, only because I didn't have time to do it. I only just had time to schedule the stream. And yeah, the next live streams don't have a poll currently either, but I'm going to try and add them at halftime during this match. It has been hectic. Like, I don't think I got the Sevens final scheduled till about 2 seconds before this live stream started. Another pass there. Cock goes a bit low to Offengo, and now through again. Beautifully done by Germany. A man advantage and 2 tries on the board. This is not looking good for the Samoans. A nice pass. But the thing is, when you think about it, golden point game. Germany beating Canada in a game that they should have had secured. If they had secured that, it would have been Germany versus Kenya. Samoa, maybe. Could argue it could have been an easier game up against the Canadians. Germany are a tough side, and Samoa are learning that. They definitely won't be able to underestimate them. They just can't get out of their own half. It must be frustrating for the players, because I imagine it's frustrating for any Samoan supporters who are watching this one. 2 tries already, says the original kid. And no worries, I thought my YouTube was glitching. Says Lilia B. Now, the only thing glitching at the moment is how close together these games are. Like, even just a 2-minute break in between them would be quite nice, but no, we're all out pace. Oh, beautifully taken under the high ball for Germany, but jumping onto the ball straight away was Fa'afoi Falaniko, and he wins the Samoan penalty. The first time that Samoa are going to have the ball in 5 minutes. Or at least it seems like the first time anyway. Fa'afoi Falaniko having a little bit of a, not a fight per se, but just a little bit of a disagreement with one of the German players. Now charging forward, looking for the offload here. Owen Nue wrestled to ground. Back across to the right, almost through. That was a really stupid offload from Alofipo, who already got himself a yellow card. Coach should give him one just for that pass, because he's given the ball straight back to Germany. And now the Germans have the ball on the halfway line as Falaniko playing. He is indeed Fa'afoi Falaniko. Now Germany offloading on the inside back into the hands of Nicholas Koch. Tackled on the halfway line. Looking for the offload here for Germany. 50 seconds remaining, and what is a half that has absolutely flown by. Charge down, kick by Samoa. Loose ball. Players diving on it all over the place, and Germany again will get the penalty. Also, Ty didn't even notice the missing pole. It looked like Samoa, says Pessi. And there as well. And this is sounding like, once again, just a little bit of a warning going to Samoa. It's been a bit of a lackluster performance so far from the Samoan team, in which they will need a couple big performances, or a couple big minutes, I should say, if they do want to go on to win in the second half. Well, we'll go like that. And like that, sounds like a couple of changes are just about to be made for these two sides. That is due to a bit of a nasty knock that both sides did sustain. What do you want to do is the question being asked by AJ Jacobs. It does look like they are going to kick this one towards the touchline here for Germany. Let's get it into touch by quite a substantial way. Around the halfway line, once again, Germany are going to have another chance to get an attack going. And I would say if they score now, they have won this game. And Samoa need 2 scores, 4 tries for the bonus. Says original. Or if they do win this game, they will get to go through to Division 2. But I can tell you right now, if they don't win this game, it's a long way for the Samoans to get back. Thrown in, contested in the air. Nicely done by Germany, though, to be able to get possession back just inside of their own half. That was off the feet from Valvasafasua. So he does manage to pull out of it. Germany here in the halftime siren, and that will be the penalty for offside against Samoa again. Quick tap taken by Germany. They are not looking to put this ball into touch. They are looking to score another try. Oh, 2-man tackle. Another penalty against Samoa for their discipline. This has been the worst show of discipline we have seen from any side throughout this whole competition. Every single breakdown, they seem to try and give something away. They've only won 1 penalty themselves. They've given away 3 penalties in the last minute. It looks like once again Germany are going to go for the scrum. Like they said, Samoa just had to find a way of surviving this half. Having the break, getting slapped by Brian Lima, and then getting back out there and playing how they should have. Germany, nothing can go against the way that they have done throughout this half. Let's go, Germany. Says Daxu in their way. It has happened to Samoa. They used to be one of the top teams. They actually were one of the top teams about 3 hours ago when they played their last game. So whatever they had for lunch, they shouldn't have that again, because it certainly has had an impact of some sort, it would seem. But then also, like I said, Germany deserve a lot of credit because they've just shut Samoa out of this game. A little bit of a loose ball there for Germany, but they have managed to clean it up now down near the touchline. Big Finn going close to the try line. Just pure power from Chris Ame. Now back across, looping around. Cock goes for the kick. There's a man out there. The ball's going to sit up for him, and he scores it again. Germany are having their way with Samoa in that first half. Jacob Dipper, the man who scores it. And this has been an absolutely insane half for Germany, and an absolutely terrible half for Samoa. At the moment, you might as well just give them the piece of paper that says they're in Division 3, because at the moment, doesn't seem like there's a comeback on the cards, but really nicely done from Germany just to control this game, not allow Samoa any sort of breathing room. Chiropractor needs to figure things out. I'll be sad to have Samoa down on Division 3. On the other hand, Germany are doing great. Yeah, it's one of those terrible situations we're in that I agree. Samoa, I don't think, are a third division team, but Germany also aren't. So one of these two sides needs to get the win, and in this case, Germany are the team that are stepping up and actually fully looking like they want to win this game. So, yeah, second half, more of the same. Means that Germany will be Division 2 alongside Kenya and USA and Uruguay at the moment. They are the other three sides that have been confirmed. While we are at the halftime break, we are quickly doing a little bit more of the scheduling side of things for the upcoming live streams. We will get a little bit of a break at the end of this match, but only for a brief amount of time before we get into our very next contest that has taken place between New Zealand and Argentina. Oh, we'll go like that and like that as well. There we go. Right, the polls are up for those other two live streams, or those three live streams, ladies and gents. So, yeah, you'll all be able to vote on them as we go through the matches. The next one that we are doing is Argentina-New Zealand for the bronze final. Samoa needs 4 tries in the second half, or 3 tries converted as the other option, although they haven't been the best with their conversions throughout this competition. So, yeah, 4 tries does definitely seem like the more likely. And it's the difference between making it through to the next stage of Samoa, pull off a comeback win. They will be at Division 2. They certainly would be. And honestly, if they come back from this, they deserve to be in Division 2. But at the moment, out of these two sides, for what we've seen so far, Germany are definitely the deserving side to go forward in the comp. Now, ready to kick this one off for Samoa. Nicely taken from inside of their own 22 here, Germany. Samoa will always play rugby, but Germany winning is good for the game overall. Says Hanoi. Going back across to the right-hand side. Does make you wonder about some of the guys in the Samoan team, though. If they're in Division 3, will they stick around? Someone like a Valvasa Afasua, or could he maybe look at going overseas? Looking for the counter-ruck there from Samoa. Wide cut-out pass from Germany. Once again, gives them a little bit of space to be able to work with. Missed tackle from Samoa. Oanue. In fact, it's Motu Opitai now, making the tackle, moving up to the halfway line for Germany. Now Nicholas Koch goes across to Chris Ume, who's had fun all day, and he's having fun again, breaking through the line. Germany will get another try. This game is now over. And let's go Uso. Says original kid. A nice try. Yeah, great work. Chris Ume has just cut this Samoan side open. There's no other way of describing it other than some brilliance from Germany. Closest that the Samoan player got to dragging down Chris Ume was half pulling down his pants, which did actually happen. But now, getting ready to line up this one. Misses away to the side. What do you think? Or who do you think will make the cut into the World Series? I actually, to be honest, I'm not sure too well how it works just for now in terms of what games happen where. And I assume that they have to play their 3 legs to then get on the World Series. So I'd like to see Kenya. I think that they'll be doing well. Germany, if they play like this, will certainly challenge a lot of teams. USA won't be far off either. Another knock on, this time from Samoa. They can't even catch a cold at the moment, the Samoan team. It sounds like I'm being very harsh, but they've been, like, I think without failure and without even joking, this is probably the worst game I've ever seen Samoa play in all the games that we have covered in their sevens. So they've chosen the absolute worst time to do it because there's an extra year on the line, which is weird to say, but when you think about it, Division 3, the only way to get promoted is to get up to Division 2 at the end of the year. And, to get back to the World Series, that's 2 years worth that they will have to do. But now Germany, looks like the ball is going to be going off to this right-hand side again. Low tackle made by Falaniko. They need a few more of those. There's going to be another run down the wing. Nicholas Koch, inside ball. Germany go through again, and they might as well score another try. Then you get to see watching rugby, rip shorts or rip shirts, pulled pants off. Says Lilia B. Germany 29-0. We haven't had many close games in recent times for the Sevens. Just having a really decent think about it. Like for the men's side of things, we saw 24-5. We then saw 31-5. We saw 29-5. We saw 40, oh no, that was in the women's game. So with the exception of South Africa versus Kenya, every game recently has been separated by pretty much at least 3 tries in like the last 6 matches. So that's not ideal. But it is very ideal here for this Germany side. Now 31-0 at the moment, 4 minutes into this contest, 4 minutes remaining in this contest, I should say. Who would have predicted that score? I can tell you right now, absolutely no one. Like, yes, some people would have picked Germany, even though they were considered favourites, underdogs going into this game. But they are just continuing to find ways of scoring tries here. And they've scored many different ways. But one thing that has really been consistent is just finding the right pass. Samoa standing start here from inside of their 22, offloading the ball up. Feel like for a coach, is it more frustrating if they start scoring tries now that the game is lost, or are you better off being frustrated at the fact that they haven't got too many big shot coming in now out on the outside channel for Samoa? Couple big fins. Trying to find a way through. Another good tackle made by Germany. I would never have guessed the scoreline, says Kip. But the thing is, with Division 3, with the new system in the World Series, are we witnessing a little bit of a funeral for Samoan Sevens? We saw it last year when they got knocked out of the Seven Circuit up against the USA. We knew that there would be a decline, but they've managed to fight back for a chance at getting promoted, for them to change the system again. And now they're even further down. I feel like this might be the little bit of motivation for certain players from Samoa to go overseas. Nice offload. And that one's going to be the penalty for a high shot. Alafipo decides to take it quickly. Even taking the tap, he dropped the ball, but luckily was facing backwards at the time. Back across to the right-hand side. Owen Nui. Another offload there. 2 tackles made in a row for Hafnagal. The ball's loose. That's knocked on by Samoa again. So Germany will take it back, although they are going back for the penalty. Motu Opitai is injured. He's rolling back and forth here. Does not look like he is in a good way. Good defense from Germany. Yeah, that's been really impressive. And it just makes me want to see Germany play another side as well, just to see, in terms of, let's say, Germany versus Great Britain, Germany versus New Zealand. See how they'd end up shaping up. Because honestly, I think this Germany side, with how they've played in this game, they probably would have beaten most teams if they were able to trap them in the way that they have with Samoa. Kenya welcomes any Samoan looking to go overseas. See his kip there. Would be pretty awesome to see some Samoans in Africa. It would be quite a long plane ride, though. I think about 14 hours from Australia to get to South Africa. So I think it would be a little bit longer to Kenya, if I'm doing my maths correctly. We'll see Samoa to Kenya flights. Where do you go? Doesn't look that. How about Australia to Kenya? That might be easier. They will clap Motu Opitai off of the field. You can go from Sydney. You go to Nairobi with one stop. There you go. And my question is it worth it for Samoa? How much funding do they have? Not a huge amount. And that's the concern, isn't it? The fact that certain sides, Samoa, if they were back in the World Series, they would probably have a lot more funding behind them and everything along those lines. But being down in Division 3, we might see just a makeshift Samoan team for the next couple of years. Now, big run here, another drop ball from Samoa with 1 minute remaining. Germany will have themselves the scrum feed. Holy smoke, Germany, what the F did I miss? Says return. Yeah, massive performance from this German side who just came into this match wanting to make it to Division 2, but they have fully secured it now. Samoa, this has been their worst game of the competition. They pulled off some pretty impressive games in their group stage. They beat Kenya, I believe, in their group, which actually meant that they qualified higher up. Oh, no, sorry. They lost to Kenya, didn't they? I think it was a close game, but Kenya got the job done. Managing to get themselves the win over Portugal, though, for the Samoans. Now, Roddick picks the bounce ball up. 30 seconds remaining on the clock, and only about 30 minutes until the next live stream that we are doing. It will be New Zealand versus Argentina. That is then followed by the two other matches that are still to come, the two finals. So the only one that we are missing, that was a bit of a hospital pass from Germany. We are missing the women's bronze final just because these live streams, we thought we wouldn't have time to be able to do them all. It will be USA versus Canada for that one. Right, the siren sounds. Germany boot the ball into touch, and they have a massive, historic victory in German rugby as they will make their way through to Division 2. They will be alongside Kenya, USA, and Uruguay as the other sides that have now been confirmed. But I do thank you all very much for tuning in. Be sure to check out those other streams that I mentioned. I have scheduled them. I have added the polls. So now we are pretty much all ready to go for the final 3 matches with 3 divisions now. Will we see more cities hosting? I actually honestly don't know. I'm really confused about how it's going to work because they're talking about it as it gives better coverage for the lower teams. So I assume that they will have broadcasts of the games. I don't know if they are all flying to the same place. If so, I assume that there'd be some overlaps for matches. So yeah, it's a bit of a wait and see kind of situation. But nonetheless, I do thank you all very much for tuning in. Like I mentioned, next live stream that we are going to be doing will be starting at 11:30 New Zealand time. So about 38 minutes till that one does take place. And then after that, the 12:05 and then the 12:40 as well. But thank you all very much. And I will see you all for the next one.